EduHunt program in biology. Today we are going to discuss about one of the skeletal tissue, that is bone structure. See, in this bone, it is a solid and rigid connective tissue. It is a solid and rigid connective tissue. This bone, it gives a structural framework to the body. It gives a structural framework to the body, and it also supports the delicate organs in our body. What are the delicate organs are present in our body? Those delicate organs are protected by the bone, and it also connects with the muscles and gives a support to the muscle, and also helps for the movement. See, some of the general points regarding to the bone only. See here, in this bone, it is a homeostatic reservoir of the calcium, magnesium and phosphorus. It is the reservoir of the calcium, magnesium and phosphorus. In this bone, actually it has three parts. In this part, the bone, it is covered by outer fibrous connective tissue sheath. The bone is covered by externally by outer fibrous connective tissue sheath. This fibrous connective tissue sheath is known as periosteum. See, inner one more tissue is present inside the diaphysis. A hollow cavity is present. The hollow cavity is known as marrow cavity. This marrow cavity is surrounded by one more tissue sheath. This membrane is known as endosteum. So the bone, it is covered by outer fibrous connective tissue sheath is periosteum. Inner, where the marrow cavity is surrounded by the endosteum. In between the periosteum and endosteum, here the matrix, it contains non-living matrix cells, and here also that contains several bone cells. Bone cells also present in this matrix. These cells are, first one is osteoblasts, and the second one is osteocytes, and the third one is osteoclasts. These are three cells which is present in the matrix of the bone. See, osteoblasts. The osteoblasts are mature bone cells. Later, these osteoblasts helps to formation of the collagen fibers. It also helps to forms the collagen fibers, and also helps for the mineralization process. So after formation of the collagen fibers and the mineralization process by the osteocytes, These osteoblasts are changes into osteocytes, means the immature bone cells are known as immature bone cells are called as osteocytes. Now the phagocytic cells of the bone is known as osteoclasts. These are three different types of the cells in the bone. Those are osteoblasts are mature bone cells, osteocytes are immature bone cells, and osteoclasts. Osteoblasts mature bone cells, osteocytes immature bone cells, osteoclasts the phagocytic cells in the bone is osteoclasts. The study about bone is osteology. The study of the bone is osteology. Those are osteoblasts, osteocytes, and osteoclasts. This is the introduction of the bone. Now we are going to discuss about the different types of the bone, different types of bones. Now, so according to the based on the formation of the bone, according to the based of the structure of the bone, we are going to discuss about different types of the bones right now. Okay, na? The types of the bone, based on the method of formation. The method of formation and type of the bone, types of bone based on the structure. Types of the bone based on the method of formation, types of the bone based on the structure. Here we segregate the bones are different types. First one is cartilaginous bone. Cartilaginous bone. These cartilaginous bones are also known as endochondral bone. Endochondral bone or replacing bone. And second one is investing bone. This investing bone is also known as dermal bone. Or membranous bone. This is the second one. And the third one is sesamoid bone. And the sesamoid bone, it is the third one. And the last one, that is sesamoid bone. And the next one is visceral bone. These are the different types of the bone. So all these, and coming to the types of bone based on the structure, one is compact bone, and the second one is spongy bone. Another names are, this is trabeculae or cancellous bone. Trabeculae are the cancellous bone. This is the bones. So according to the based on the method of formation, the bones are divided into four types: cartilaginous bones, investing bones, sesamoid bone, and visceral bones. Now we are going to discuss about the structure, how these bone will form. Now first one, the cartilaginous bone. The cartilaginous bones are formed in the ossification within the cartilage. So these bones are formed in the ossification within the cartilage. Ossification within the cartilage are known as cartilaginous bones. These cartilaginous bones are endochondral bone and replacing bones. These cartilaginous bones are seen in vertebrae and the limbs, forelimbs and the hind limbs, and the girdles, pectoral girdle and pelvic girdles. So these are the location of the cartilaginous bones are endochondral bone. Endochondral bone are the replacing bone. Now we are going to discuss about the investing bones. The investing bones are, it is for ossification. See, coming to the investing bones, these investing bones are ossification, the process of ossification in the embryonic mesenchyme. This is investing bones. Example for the investing bones, all the bones are located on the cranium. The skull bones are the example for investing bones, are the dermal bones or the membranous bones. And the sesamoid bones are, these are the bones are ossification in the tendons. Already we have discussed about these ligaments and the tendons. The bone combines with the bone, or the bone with the bone with the help of the ligaments, whereas the bone connects with the muscles with the help of the tendons. So the ossification within the tendons are known as the sesamoid bones. These sesamoid bones examples are, first one is patella and second one is pisiform. These are the bones are examples for the sesamoid bone. Patella means the kneecap. When we move this kneecap, see here outer part, the bone will move. That is known as patella. And here the wrist bone. The wrist bones are known as pisiform. This is sesamoid bones. Now visceral bones. These visceral bones are forms where the ossification in the soft tissues. This is visceral bones. These visceral bones examples are, first one is os penis and second one is os quadris and os penis. So os quadris means in ruminants it is located inside the heart, whereas the os penis is located in the glans penis in the mammals like rats and bats like these animals. This is os penis. These are the examples for the visceral bones. These are the examples of the types of the bones which is formed based on the method of formation. In this method of formation, these bones are formed from the cartilage, and these bones are formed in the embryonic mesenchyme, and sesamoid bones ossification in the tendon, and visceral bones ossification in the soft tissues. All these are the examples and important ones: cartilage and embryonic mesenchyme, and in the tendon, and in soft tissues. These are the bones based on the method of formation. Now we are going to discuss about the bones, about their structure. See, in this bone, actually this is the long bone. In this long bone, this part is epiphysis, epiphysis, and this is also epiphysis, and here between the epiphysis this middle part is that is diaphysis. In between the diaphysis and the epiphysis, where the growing part is occurs, this part is called as metaphysis. Metaphysis, where the growth is occurs in the bone, that part is known as metaphysis. See here, the compact bone and the spongy bone. The compact bone, it is present in the diaphysis of the long bone. Diaphysis of the long bone. Whereas the spongy bone or the trabeculae or the cancellous bone, this bone it is present between the it is present in the epiphysis and metaphysis of the long bone. This spongy bone, why it is called spongy bone? Because it looks like a spongy nature with so many columns. With so many columns. Means here the fibers are arranged in like a columns. So hence it is known as cancellous bone. In this spongy bone, here it contains irregular intercellular spaces. Irregular intercellular spaces that is filled with the red bone marrow. Red bone marrow. This is the structure of the spongy bone. So the spongy bone, it looks like a soft spongy in nature with many columns. In this bone, it has many intercellular spaces, irregular intercellular spaces are present with the red bone marrow. That is the spongy bone, whereas the compact bone is present in the diaphysis. These are the different types of the bone according to the formation of the bones and the structure of the bones. Now, next topic we are going to learn about the structure of the long bone now. Patella, it is kneecap. Kneecap is patella, and here it is present in the wrist of mammals. Wrist of mammals. And the os penis is present inside the heart of the ruminants, and it is present os penis present inside the glans penis. Os cordis is present inside the heart of the many ruminants. This is the examples.